flying laps. So not a lot of time left in this session. So again, green group, group 3, if you can start making your way to the grid, because we're going to be sending you on track here in just a few moments. Green group, group 3, please make your way to the grid. And so again, these are the second time attack sessions that these drivers have had. They went out yesterday. They had a practice in the morning. They had a time attack session in the afternoon, and those sessions were a little bit shorter. They were 15 minutes total, and we did have some cleanup to do. So in some cases the drivers only got 2 or sometimes 3 flying laps, but this will be the second time attack session, and then this afternoon our drivers will go out again, and each one of our 3 groups will get 2 time attack sessions. And what we do to score is we pull the fastest lap that a driver sets during each one of the time attack sessions. We then take a cumulative of all 4 time attack fast laps, and the driver in each class with the lowest cumulative times will take the win. All right, and so we've got all of our drivers now back out on track. They're taking that gap lap, and we'll see them setting fast laps here in just a few moments. When they come by start finish, they will have 2 flying laps. Driver to cross the stripe and start a flying lap is the number 113 Nissan GTR of Mike Osborne. He has a number of drivers following him. I believe Mark Thompson and Rusty Biddle, also in Nissan GTRs as well, making their way through. Some of the drivers decided to take to the pits during that black flag session and did not go back out and took just a single flying lap. So we now have the drivers that are completing those gap laps, and they're now starting their first of what should be a maximum of 2 flying laps for each one of these drivers. You know, a lot of what we're seeing here is that I would say that many of the drivers that are out here today with the Time Trials National Tour, this is their first time to Michelin Raceway Road Atlanta, and they did not have a huge amount of time yesterday to learn this track and learn all the vagaries of this track. They had a 15-minute practice session in the morning, and then they had already their first time attack sessions where they were on the clock in the afternoon. So basically, you know, somebody who's raced here a number of times, I can tell you that you can go years and you're always going to find a newer, faster way to make their way around this track. And a lot of these guys, they're right at the base of that learning curve right now. Alright, the 113 car crosses the stripe, as does the 271 car. We'll get those times here in just a moment. That was Mark Thompson, the second car across the stripe. But going to make a final call to the grid for the green group, group number 3. We're going to be sending you on track here in just about 5 minutes. So group 3, green group, please, if you haven't done so, please make your way to the grid. Alright, so let's take a look and see if any of our drivers have picked up time on that last flying lap. Kyle Carrick and Chris Engel, who are not out on track, continue to hold the point in Unlimited 1. Carrick with a 126.29. Chris Engel almost 2 full seconds off at a 128.3. Then we've got Alexander Gallardo in a Nissan 350Z at a 130.440. Those 3 cars, all in Unlimited 1, did not Then in Max 1, Jason Guzman, fastest driver in that class, with a 1:31.574. He did not go back out. The first car to head out was the 1:13 of Mike Osborne. He is now 37 thousandths of a second off of Jason Guzman's times. Osborne is in a 2016 Nissan GTR. Then we've got Mark Thompson, who is also on track in a 2013 GTR. He has a 1:32.510, so he is just about exactly 9/10ths off of Osborne's time, sitting third fastest in Max 1. Then we've got Rusty Biddle, who's in Unlimited 1. He is 7 seconds, almost 7.8 seconds off the lead in Unlimited 1, as the checkered flag now is being displayed. The first car to take the checker is going to be, it appears to be the number 15 Ford Mustang of Brian Souders, as some of our other drivers had decided to take that second, what could have been a flying lap, as a cool down lap. So we have a number of drivers here making their way across. Let's see here, as we mentioned, 15. Then we've got Alex Atreyat in his BMW M3 in Tuner 2. And Atreyat 1700s, actually 1800s off of Souders' time, so very close there in Tuner 2. Then Patrick Doherty in his Sport 2 machine with a lap time of 1:37.442. That's half a second up on David Entz. I think coming into the black flag, Entz had been the fastest Sport 2 machine, so Doherty goes and leapfrogs Entz in this session. Then we got James Barry in Sport 1, Mario Scarpouche, who quite a bit off of the other drivers in that class, almost 4 seconds off. Then Brian Flanagan. Then if we go and we look at Unlimited 2, we had Dallas Reed in his Mazda RX-8, about 3.2 seconds up on Philip Glass, and almost 12 seconds up on Hamilton Court. All right, so we're going to be sending out our final group of the morning here. That is our green group. These are primarily our intermediate and novice time trialers. So they'll be going on track for their first time attack session of the day in just a moment, and getting word that they'll be rolling off in just about 1 minute.